Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. Not your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Hi, folks. Welcome back. I just did a little short video earlier when I was kidding around with Libby Emmons. She was on Timcast IRL, and I wanted to tell people that the postmillennial.com has been getting a lot of crap from the woke crowd because they don't go along with their agenda. So, which means that they have to be destroyed, and they're going after their advertisers and giving them just grief in general, trying to ruin them. So, this is an article that I ran into. It's by Libby Emmons, and let's look at it. Libby's great. Let's look at it. Racial segregation reportedly implemented at Colorado public school playground. Oh. Now you're thinking, John, they're being prejudiced against people of color? Really? Well, let's take a look. A school for expeditionary learning. Well, that should be a red flag already. Families of Color Playground Night. Are you freaking kidding me? All parents and caretakers, Centennial Leadership, and the Diversity and Inclusion Committee. They always have these long names. Do you ever notice? I wonder if there's an acronym. What is it? CDIC? Yeah, I see, all right. I see you guys suck. It's what they're doing is, I believe it's one night a month they're having black only playground time for children. Yeah. A Colorado public school has created an event called the Families of Color Playground Night. The event is scheduled for every second Wednesday of the month, weather permitting, of course. It is Colorado. Per the school's Facebook page. Wow, great. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Let's segregate them some more. And it's the conservative people and the Republicans that are the racists and the monsters. My God, my God. The event was announced on a sign outside the school. I mean, they're right out in broad daylight. And by the way, I've been pretty easy the last few weeks on the Biden voters that voted for president. I'm still on that little run now that I'm not so forgiving. You guys asked for this. This is what you voted for. This is what you wanted. And if you didn't know, then you weren't paying attention. And if you weren't paying attention, you had absolutely no business voting. Period. The event was announced on the sign outside the school. Investigative journalist Christopher Rufo broke the news on Twitter. The event was organized by Nicole Tenbrock, who is the Dean of Culture. You know, I'm not sure what age group this is. Maybe it's elementary and middle school. I don't recall when I went to elementary school or junior high, we called it back then, or even high school, that we had a Dean of Culture. That's so effed up. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you. It's unbelievable. It's unclear if the event is only for families of color or simply prioritizes them in some way. No, it's for people of color only. Now, there's a video with Libby, who I like a lot, on Tucker Carlson on Fox News. Now, I'm going to leave a link to this article so that way you can watch the video. It's over 3 minutes long, and I just don't want to get a copyright hassle from Fox. Even though they usually don't, it's just not worth the risk. The event began in September. It was announced by Centennial Elementary. Oh, okay, it's elementary. All parents and caretakers, Centennial Leadership, and the Diversity Inclusivity Committee welcome you to join us for the introduction to this year's Community Equity Collective. They're not even hiding it anymore. Let's highlight that. Community Equity Collective. What does that sound like to you? Sound a little hammer and sickle? Well, it does. It's amazing to me. We'll read part of this. In the first session, we introduced the equity book study and equity discussions, which will alternate each month, telling everybody how anybody that's not white is being incredibly oppressed, and the racism, the systematic from the top down against people of color, which, by the way, Hispanics don't count as people of color anymore, neither do Asians. I've always found that fascinating. Why? Because Asians do better on average with education, what they make, monetary, business, doctorates, their incomes in general. Hispanics are really coming up. And here's the thing. These morons all think that all Hispanics and Asians all think alike. Let's think now. What kind of a person would think that one race acts and thinks alike? We'll do the little Jeopardy tune. Do, 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 do. And the answer, Alex, rest his soul, the answer, Alex, is, what are races? Ding, 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 ding. You win 5 on daily double. Or what they call that, double Jeopardy. That's unbelievable. In alternating months, we will discuss another resource topic or equity-related theme. This first month, we will focus on getting to know each other and learning about how we can contribute to equity at Centennial. Stay tuned for an opportunity to purchase a hardcover copy of the book at a discounted rate from Book Bar. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. Maybe I'll get one of those books and have it as a giveaway here on the channel. What do you think? Dave Kopel, a law professor at the University of Denver, cited Rufo's tweet and accompanied it with a citation of Article 9 of the Colorado Constitution. And in violation of Colorado Constitution, Article 9, Section 8, nor shall any distinction or classification of peoples be made on account of race or color. That's about, and there it is there. I went to his connection to his Twitter page. Yep. Nowhere does it say that white kids can't come. I think people are simply projecting their own bias. You're an idiot. It's like when a basketball team has a families of cancer survivors promotion for a home game. It's not saying you can't come if you aren't a family of a cancer survivors compared to race. You're an idiot. Or in French, idiot. Idiot. Incredible to me. I'm not even going to go through the rest because I don't want to aggravate myself further. These people are so screwed up. Let's read on. No religious tests or qualifications shall be required for any person as a condition of admission of any public educational institute of the state, either as a teacher or as a student, and it reads the rest of the law. Per great schools, the demographics of the school are that students are primarily Hispanic or white. Now, here's the breakdown. 48% Hispanic, 43% white. Well, the woke people now, the progressives, consider Hispanics white adjacent, whatever the hell that is. 2 or more races, 7%. Asian or Pacific Islander, 2%. And black, wait for it, 1%. Oh, so we're going to get the 10, 12 black kids that all come? It's incredible to me. Segregation was prohibited on a federal level by the Civil Rights Act of 1964. No kidding. Which, by the way, all the Jim Crow laws in the South were all perpetuated, written, voted on, and passed and enforced by, wait for it, Democrats. Progressive activists and educators have been re-implementing racial segregation under the guise of social justice. Miss Tenbrook and Centennial Public School were reached for comment. And here is their comment. And here is Miss Tenbrook's comment. And there you have it. Oh, good article, Libby. I'm glad these people are, what does that saying go? Sunshine is the best disinfectant. And these people are viruses, and they need disinfecting. Unbelievable. And you'll see in that video, you should watch it, Libby has a son in school in Brooklyn, New York, unfortunately for her. And it's 10 times worse with the indoctrination. They talked about, in fact, a lot of this was exposed during the COVID. Oh, I said the word, so there goes the algorithm, and it'll screw this video. But anyway, when the parents were actually, wait for it, looking at what the teachers were teaching their children. In fact, a lot of them had to sign forms, or their kid couldn't attend virtual classes unless they said the parent wouldn't be watching. They said, well, that was for the safety and security of the other students. Even though in the Zoom calls or whatever they used, you couldn't see the other students. You could only see what all the rest of the students saw, i.e. the teacher or whatever visual aids they were using. Isn't that interesting? Unbelievable. And by the way, they were barred from recording it, just like I'm recording this. They can just use simple, it's right in Windows 10 to record it, and you can record your screen for free. And they were freaking out. So this is the one unfortunately, of the hundreds of thousands of deaths in the United States with COVID. It was all horrible, and it ruined businesses, ruined lives forever. People gone. Things that just can't be replaced in our culture, just gone because of the draconian lockdowns and the rules. This is one of the few silver linings in that whole fiasco, is the fact that now parents get to see what they're teaching their children. And actually, a lot of kids are told, we're going to teach you this, how white people are so horrible, and this whole country is just racist from the beginning of its inception all the way through, and this is the new Third Reich, and blah, 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 blah. So now, they caught, the jig is up. And now they're doing it right out in the open. And again, I say, thank you, Biden voters. This is what you voted for. You'll say, well, John, wait a minute. President Biden and the people that voted for Biden have no direct effect on this school. No, technically that's true. But you allow these morons and these racists and these progressive geniuses, now they're out in the open. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. They're not even trying to hide it. And this is only one tiny drop of water in a swimming pool full of this crap. There's going to be an entire generation that's going to be indoctrinated. And ask anyone that's ever had a loved one in a cult how much money and how much time and mental and physical agony you have to go through to deprogram people. It's 100 times harder to deprogram them than to program them. So good luck to these parents. And that was a good article, Libby. And there we have it. It's not racism, it's equity. Don't forget that. And if you don't believe that to be true, you are evil and you must be destroyed. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.